back to my channel. It has been a minute since I sat down and recorded a YouTube video for you guys here, but I'm back. And before I got into crazy unpacking mode, I actually put all the products that I took with us to Yellowstone in a pile because I wanted to talk through what I took for both of us for skincare, and then quickly at the end give you kind of a quick synopsis of what I actually used in terms of makeup. I didn't wear makeup every day, but some of the stuff is like super quick and easy. I feel like when you go on vacation, you think you're gonna do these full faces of makeup, but it just never really works that way. So let's jump into the skincare and then I'll show you my makeup as well. Okay, first and foremost, skincare. What I used in terms of scrubbing, exfoliating, microdermabrasion was the Dr. Laura Devgan Microderm Abrasion Scrub. I used this 2-3 times while we were gone. This scrub is incredible. It's actually a really well-priced product from her brand, and it's a nice introduction into a more professional skincare. If you guys are not necessarily using anything from a doctor's point of view, this is a really good one. I got this during the Sephora sale, so that was kind of my like scrub exfoliation. I didn't bring peel pads, I didn't do any of that, but I did know that I needed a good exfoliation because it was so cold there. So that was kind of the scrub. I don't actually have the cleanser that we used. It's the Colleen Rothschild Makeup Cleansing Balm. Normally I would have brought something else for Erin, but I completely spaced on it because I figured I was going to be taking off sunscreen or some kind of makeup, so I just wanted to bring one cleanser. So it was the Colleen Rothschild Makeup Melting Balm, but the package is huge. It's not travel friendly at all, so that's why it was actually thrown into my suitcase with my clothes and not in my little bag of toiletries because it just couldn't fit. There was too much of that product in terms of the whole situation. So there we have the kind of like scrub cleansing vibe. Next was eye cream. I had two options, one for daytime, one for nighttime. The nighttime one was the Equilibrium Intensive Hydrating Eye Balm. This is very balmy. It kind of has a little bit of a Vaseline Aquaphor vibe to it, but it's so perfect at night because I think it just soaks into your under eye area. You wake up, your eyes look super refreshed. And with that, for the daytime, I use the Natura Bissé Diamond Cocoon Sheer Eye. This has a very slight tint to it, so it actually acts almost as your concealer as well, especially if you're going kind of more natural. This was perfect for that. So I had two eye creams there. Now in terms of, let's see, we had some lip balms. I did take my Ghee Beauty Vitamin E stick. This can be used all over the face, but it's really meant for the lips. You can, however, use this under your eyes. You can use it on other parts of your body, but it is formulated to be more of a lip balm, and it's really easy to pop on. The thing that I was using at night was the Laneige lip balm. We love a good innovative product. This has a little brush that you take off. It kind of just has a little pocket here. Goes in and out, clicks nicely, but that way you don't have to get your grubby little paws inside your pot of lip balm, and you just take the little brush out, scoop it in, put it on your lips, and then I do cold water and just rub this off just so it's nice and clean. So I'm not like putting lip balm back in here. That's just my own OCD. You probably can do that, but it kind of would get gross, I imagine, if you're not wiping off that little brush every time. But it is kind of this rubbery silicone vibe, so I think it does stay a little bit less gross germ-wise because it's not just like one of those brushes that like absorbs the product. So that was like the lip situation. Next I had two oils. I am again missing the other one, I think because I put it in the bathroom last night and I was trying to keep this all together for you guys. So one of the face oils that I used was Lauren Bostic's. This is the Skinny Confidential Ice Queen face oil. It's got pomegranate and raspberry in it. This is the one I think I was using in the nighttime, and then I used Ingrid's rose oil for the daytime. Her oil just gives such a beautiful glow, but it was also really nice and hydrating. Again, it snowed in Yellowstone for the most part while we were there. I know it's the end of May, but it was snowing, so I just wanted oil on oil on oil, and I just find that Ingrid's was really nice at night because it was super hydrating, but I also loved it in the daytime. So then I would just kind of interchange. I would do a little bit of Lauren's, a little bit of Ingrid's, and just kind of do a little mishmash of the two. But something that I have learned recently is that what I normally have done is put the oil on first and then moisturizer. Some people recommend mixing them together. Put in the oil with your moisturizer in the palm of your hand, kind of rub them together and then put it on your face. And then other people say that you really should wait to do oil very last. So you do your moisturizer, let it soak in, and then oil. Really, it's up to you, but it does say that oil typically will not be able to, or I should say moisturizer will not be able to penetrate if you have oil on your skin, because oil is a little bit more thick and it's going to coat your skin. And then when you try to put the moisturizer on, the moisturizer benefits will not be able to seep in deeper. So depending on what kind of skincare routine you have, I mean, there's people who only do oil or moisturizer. It's all just up to you. I'm just trying to teach you best practices. I typically like to mix that oil in, give myself a nice little consistency, get both benefits, and put them in at the same time. It's up to you what you want to do. But someone was just recently telling me, oil last, so I thought I would share that just in case you guys have a particular preference. And then what I did is I did bring mainly Dr. Laura Devgan products. I'm like honestly so obsessed with her stuff. I'm so glad I discovered her during the Sephora sale because I bought that microdermabrasion scrub. They did send me more products, which I realized were so godly expensive. So she did offer, Dr. Laura Devgan did offer to give me a discount code if you guys were interested in shopping off their site directly. I originally got everything from Sephora, but if you're interested in trying some of her products, I mean, I think the vitamin C, B, and E ferulic serum is like $300. So if you want a discount code, you let me know and I'll let her know. I'll let her people know to make me one, and then you guys can shop and get that discount off of her website directly, not off of Sephora. So most of these brands, and I'll mention another one later, they will give discount codes, but you have to shop directly from them because when they are on Sephora, Ulta, etc., they're already losing a percentage of the sale or the deal. So they don't want to give the discount and also lose more money off of the third party. So anyway, lots of rambling. What I did is I brought the Medicate Liquid Vitamin C Radiance Serum. This is actually all the way down here. We love this vitamin C, and I'm going to be talking to you more about Medicate soon because I'm just obsessed with their products. They are a UK-based brand. They are starting to launch in the US, so you are going to be able to get your hands on these products very soon, if not already. But I love this vitamin C, and I'll be honest, a lot of people think vitamin C serums taste kind of like hot dogs. That's kind of been the general consensus of like that smell. To me, it kind of smells like bronzing drops. There's a little bit of that like bronzy element to it, and I kind of don't mind the smell of a typical vitamin C serum. However, having said that, this smells like citrus and it's so fresh and clean. It does not smell like hot dogs, so it's probably the best smelling vitamin C, and it is up to par with some of our other ones that I've recommended to you guys, like from SkinCeuticals. We are talking, I can't remember if it's 16 or 20%, but this is medical grade. It's a really good quality vitamin C in comparison to some of the lower ones that are more so for show, like the Summer Fridays CC, I think it's a CC vitamin C serum, whatever they call it. That one is kind of more for show. It's not as active and it's not as effective. This is very effective. It kind of goes in line with the Derma Doctor, the SkinCeuticals, some of those common ones that you trust in terms of vitamin C. So highly recommend. We'll definitely keep sharing more and giving you guys more insight into the brand. Now from Dr. Laura Devgan, I have her vitamin C, B, and E ferulic serum. Use this at nighttime pretty much solely. I would use that because I was getting so much from it. And then I would use these two, the vitamin C and Dr. Laura Devgan's hyaluronic, in the daytime. So it's kind of like daytime with the hyaluronic and the vitamin C on its own. Nighttime, I would pop in that vitamin A, B, and E, or no, C, B, and E. That way you're not kind of doing two vitamin C. So I had a little situation for daytime, nighttime. And then I did include, this is Inner Beauty Project. This is it's called their Slushy Serum Moisturizer Crush. It gives you the look of dewy, smooth, clear skin, filters away pores, rough, dull skin. This is definitely something I used in the daytime, but I started just kind of using it at nighttime as well because when I was using the hyaluronic, I needed more things that were gonna pull hydration into my skin. Now, daytime as well, love the Algenist Niacinamide Moisture Veil. This is the Algae Moisture Veil. It just gives you a beautiful glow. So if I was going out, wanted my skin to look dewy, I would pop that on as well. So those are kind of the serums. Now, what I had for moisturizers, I had two options. I did the Wishful moisturizer for the daytime because, again, it has that beautiful pearlescent glow. It's so nice, and we are going through this. I'm gonna have to order more because I absolutely love this moisturizer so much. And then for the nighttime, I went in with the Algenist Sleeping Collagen. There is just so much thickness and a little bit of heaviness with that balm. It just feels super hydrating, kind of soaks into your skin overnight while you're sleeping. So I wanted something a little bit heavier and thicker for the nighttime. So that's why I took two there. Now, in terms of, let's see, we've got some makeup. I'm gonna tell you too, I did bring my little shampoo set. Shampoo conditioner from Playa. Again, this is another one. I do have a 20% off discount code for their site. I'll make sure to include it down in the description, but this is a game changer. I was so happy to have the normal shampoo conditioner combination, because sometimes when you go and you travel, your hair, like I'll bring all my skincare and my makeup, but then I don't really care about my hair, and it just looks so whack as soon as I wash it with whatever is in the Airbnb or whatever is in the hotel. My hair just falls apart, and then it's like dandruff, dryness, like itchiness. It's just so many issues. So keeping it consistent really helped me this time, again, especially because of the cold. It kind of was less of a shock to my hair because I was already giving it cold weather. I don't need to change the products all of a sudden as well. So that helped me. Again, they do have a travel size set. It comes with the shampoo, conditioner, and the hair oil. I did bring the hair oil with me as well, but I think I only used it twice, even though we were there for a week. So I didn't use it as often as I normally would, but it's just because, you know, when you're on vacation, you're just like, you don't really want to do all the things that you would normally do. You know what I mean? You just want to keep it simple. Sunscreen. I brought two sunscreens. We had La Roche-Posay, which is incredible, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. And then the other one I had is Medicate Physical Sunscreen. This was also anti-pollution. It has SPF 50, and this is water resistant for 80 minutes. So I kind of interchanged between the two. But I'm gonna tell you, the first day I put on just one coat of this and I had no issues. And keep in mind, this is not something that we're used to, obviously, because we live in the desert. We're used to like the heat pounding down on our face, and I'm used to like getting sunburn and red because it's so hot. However, when you're dealing with the snow and it's completely covered on the ground, it is like so bright. It's almost fluorescent. So there is something happening there with the light reflection of the snow, how bright it is, that actually does give you a sunburn, whether it's overcast or cloudy. Obviously, you guys know you can still get sunburn when it's overcast or cloudy, but the sun hitting the snow and reflecting back caused some kind of even more intense situation with the lighting. And Aaron got sunburnt the first day. I had this on all day, literally one application, and I had no issues. I then switched the next day, used this one. In terms of these two, this one definitely has a little bit more of a greasy vibe to it. It feels super hydrating. And when I attended their virtual Zoom event, they did explain that this has like ceramides and moisturizing benefits, which is why this is a little bit greasier, but you're also getting the nutrients and the hydration. This one feels not as hydrating, but it is powerful, okay? La Roche-Posay is known for their sunscreen. They do a really fantastic job. So I feel like I just had a really good combination here, and I didn't have any issues with sunburn on my face. I don't think I had any sunburn, honestly. I think I got a little rosy or red one day, but it's because we were out all day and I didn't reapply. But honestly, usually one application with these works for the whole day if you're not going to, you know, be spending too much time outside, or wear a hat, cover your skin, your body, all of that. Those sunscreens did really good for me. Now, in terms of the makeup, again, I didn't wear too much of it, if I'm being honest. It was a lot of outdoorsy stuff, like who's gonna see me? The bison don't care what my face looks like. But I did get a little dressed up for some of the dinners, and so I do like to keep it very, very simple, to the point where I feel like I'm almost not even wearing makeup, but I'm doing my darndest. So in terms of a base, the first day I went in with the Ghee Beauty Prime Skin Tinted Primer. This is kind of like a BB CC cream situation, and it comes out in a pump, which is always really nice. I do wish the packaging was a little bit more compact and smaller, but it is what it is. Most of the time, if I was wearing something, it was the Westman Atelier foundation stick. This is just incredible. The coverage is so good. It's phenomenal. Coverage is phenomenal. This color is perfect for me. I'm trying to see. It says Atelier 6 V1, I think is my color. It's fantastic, stays on all day, covers up redness, blends beautifully into the skin. The cream products are just so beautiful and they just look more natural in my opinion. And then I was using a blush stick both times, and what I did mostly was go in with the Fenty Beauty Yacht Life. This is just a beautiful, like, it has a glow but it's also a blush. It's just gorgeous on the cheeks. You don't need an additional highlighter because it gives you kind of that sheen on your cheeks. So nice. And then the other thing I would use too is the Hourglass blush stick. This is the shade Sacred. It kind of goes perfectly on your cheeks and then you just blend it in. Again, cream products are so beautiful, especially this time of year because you are kind of sweaty. You want to just go in with the cream because I feel like if you can set it with powder at the end, it's going to look more natural and it's also not going to feel as drying when it is 100 degrees outside. Now for concealer, normally what I would do is I would apply the Natura Bissé eye situation. If I didn't really apply this or if my eyes looked extra tired, there was one day where I felt like I only got like 3 hours of sleep, I went in with the Peach Lowlighter. Yeah, I was like, is it low or highlighter? It's the Peach Lowlighter from Rodeo. I talked about this before. So these were kind of the two under eye if I really needed some help. And then what I did, I had two mascara options. I used the Dr. Laura Devgan Extreme, where is it? I don't know where it is. I used her Extreme mascara if I was going for a more natural look and I wanted it to last all day. So like if I was not really wearing a lot of makeup, I would go in with hers. If I really wanted to like wabow, bam, boom, look at my lashes, Size Up mascara. This is the Sephora collection. Honestly, I feel like the Sephora collection does not get enough love. They do some amazing products. This mascara is so good. I actually think I like it better than the Too Faced Better Than Sex, which has been like my favorite mascara since the dawn of time. So something to consider, and this is obviously at a fantastic price because it is Sephora collection. It's always the cheapest stuff in the store, but it is good. It's good. So Size Up mascara there. And then I did go in with the Ilia eyeliner. This is in black. I would just add a little wing. You guys know I'm kind of doing this like lazy hack sort of thing. I don't go in with liner over my whole lid anymore. I just do it at the ends. And to be honest, I feel like the ends were the hardest part for me when I was doing a lot of eyeliner. It would always look crazy at the end, but now I've learned how to just do like a quick flick. And adding the mascara and quick flick really makes you seem like you have your shit together. Even though I don't, it just makes you seem a little bit more put together because you put in a little bit of extra effort for your eyes. It's crazy. And then the star of the show for me during this trip over the last 2-3 weeks has been, I'm like obsessed with her, the Dr. Laura Devgan Lip Plump. Holy crap, this is so good. If there is one product of hers that you were thinking about buying, obviously get the Microdermabrasion Scrub because it's a great introduction to the brand and it's a great price. It's gonna last forever. I feel like I've used it like 15 times and it doesn't even look like I've made a dent in it. But the Platinum Lip Plump from her is just phenomenal. There is honestly nothing better that I've ever used from Too Faced, from Buxom. None of these lip plumping things work in the way that this does. Honestly, it's crazy. It's like absolute magic. Let me actually put this on right now if you can see while I keep talking. You're just gonna see my lips kind of start expanding. It's crazy. And the AC has turned on now. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop and film. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm sorry, you can hear the AC. And then the two lip products. Okay, just watch my lips. It's gonna like blow your mind because it just happens over time and you may have to like scroll back in the video to see what my lips looked like before, like 30 seconds ago, and then what they're gonna look like in about another 30 seconds. But it's tingly, it's cooling, it's got a little bit of a sensation. It's wild. I don't know how she crafted this, but it's incredible. Two lip products that I would use for any sort of color. One was the Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil. It's just a beautiful, easy pink, super hydrating because it is a lip oil, but it's not just like thin. It has a thin element to it, but it kind of has a medium consistency. It stays on a little bit better, but I honestly felt like it was really hydrating while also giving a little tint. And then my favorite, YSL kills it with the packaging. You walk anywhere and you're just like, I want to go reapply my lipstick because the packaging is gorgeous, but this is more of the creamy formulation as well. honestly don't remember what shade this was. I think 124 if I'm not mistaken. It's a beautiful, it's kind of like a pinky red. It kind of starts to go more towards the red, but it just has a beautiful creaminess, lushness to it that makes your lips look so juicy, and it is very lightweight. Feels kind of hydrating. So those were kind of the two lip options. And then for setting all of the makeup, I actually brought more than I thought I would. For setting all the makeup, we have the Physicians Formula powder. This is the Setting the Tone Finishing Powder with sunscreen. It gives you that blue light protection, it looks like, SPF 20, so it's kind of like a little fake, you know, SPF situation at the end. Still apply your SPF like actual plus 60. I did learn recently that anything with SPF under 30 is really just bullshit. It doesn't really work. You need like SPF 50, SPF 60 if you're gonna be in that full blast of sun or overcast. Like if you're gonna be outside, just wear SPF 50 or 60. It better be safe than sorry. So I forgot the brush to spread all this over my face, the one like nice big fluffy brush. So I was glad that this was at least still in here. Normally I throw these brushes away, but I ended up using this to apply kind of in the T-zone where everything gets oily. It just sets everything in place. Because I'm using the oil, I was using a little bit of the Moisture Veil. We're using this serum moisturizer. We had a lot of things that could have gotten a little bit greasy looking, so this was nice to set at the very end. And last two items, I'm just looking at them now, we have the Kaja eyeshadow trio. For the most part, I used, actually, there were 2 days where I used all of them. So you have like this dark chocolate brown color, which is great in the outer corner. Then I've got this really beautiful, like slightly cream brown matte. I would put this all over the lid to start, kind of as a base. Start with this. Then I would put the top color, because this is such an added color, all over the lid as well. So I start off with the matte, medium, like cream brown shade, go in with this on top, and then end with this darker espresso color in the outer corner, and you have yourself this beautiful like warm neutral eye. It's really compact. This is like the perfect thing for travel. I think I'm gonna try to get more of these sets. I got them during the Sephora sale. Now that I know that I like this, I think I'm gonna grab maybe one or two of the others, because there was two different shade ranges that were just not available in the store when I made my first purchases. So I think I can get some more now. And then this was also Sephora sale purchase. We've got the Lawless bronzer. Again, I forgot a big fluffy brush, so I ended up using my beauty blender, and I would just dip it in and then kind of go in to contour the face a little bit. I didn't really bronze it because I feel like bronzing with a big fluffy brush is a lot easier, so I kind of just went in and like contoured and got kind of all around to make my face look a little bit slimmer. This is the shade Summer Skin. It's a velvet matte bronzer. Oh no, it's Golden Hour. That's what it looks like. It looks really dark, but it looks nice and natural on the skin. I think you can rock this, and if you don't have a foundation that's exactly your shade, which is so hard to find in general, especially if you're a self-tan person like I am, this is the best way to just kind of make it look more natural and not necessarily be super white with your foundation and then really dark with the bronzer. It's just like a beautiful, happy mix. So that is everything that I took in terms of skincare. The skincare was used by both of us. Obviously the makeup was just used by me. I didn't really do a lot with the makeup. I think I brought a couple other things that I didn't even really use because I have my little beauty bag here. This beauty bag is like the best. If you guys remember from Christmas time and Santa Claus, my little giveaway like post with Minted, this bag fits so much. It's actually crazy. I put almost everything in here, and then I kind of threw some of the bigger items than Erin's bag, but fit a lot. I mean, I even had Wander Beauty eye masks in here. I had 4 because I thought 2 days we'll definitely do eye masks. That never happened, never happened. So I definitely brought way more than I needed, but I used all of the stuff that I just mentioned. So I thought I would share because they were all travel friendly. They were in my carry-on, amazing products. Didn't get sunburned, my skin was nice and hydrated, all the good stuff. So let me know if you guys have any of these products. I'm really curious to know your thoughts on my love for these 2 new brands. I feel like it's Dr. Laura Devgan and Medicate. Dr. Laura Devgan is in New York City, just like Dr. Dennis Gross. It's like the best doctors are in the city. And then Medicate is UK based. They are in London and they're now going to be launching in the US. So just 2 new brands that I've been absolutely loving over the last month, and I can definitely see myself incorporating more and more of their products into my daily routines. So with that, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in a couple days with just another video. Bye!